My granny, man, I ain't been the same since. Better love him while you here, that's just my 2 cents. No intense, no cap, no cap. Now I'm counting cash, stacking paper, I'm just playing defense. Get out the way, the way. Yeah, I'm getting rich, counting up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the Utah Jazz facing the 90s team. Tip-off goes to the 90s team. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal, and it's Gobert in its center.
Good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
Jordan against Bogdanovich, and Jordan slams it home.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Beyond the arc. Conley's shot is off. Here's Pippen. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
And Pippen there driving hard inside. Has the height and athletic to consistently get it done in the paint.
Now here's Conley. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Stockton, good.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Basket counts.
Mike Conley is comfortable. Doesn't matter what area of the floor he's on. That time in the mid-range.
Here's Jordan. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
That one goes. Count it.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
O'Neal inside. Guarded by Pippen. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Who has sliver of room. That's all he needed to get to the bucket. Nice aggressive move, slipping and sliding his way through.
Jordan with the bucket.
And as much as he's done to increase the range on his jump shot, this is where Jordan's bread is buttered, that mid-range game.
Now here's Conley. Elijah Wan with the block, and he gets it back. Malone against Bogdanovich. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Pippen kicks to Stockton. Over O'Neal. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Conley against Stockton. Elijah Wan with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
Joe Ingles is a tremendously smart basketball player. This guy understands how to set up a defender, get himself into a catch-and-shoot situation where he thrives.
Jazz trail by 5. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Hill. Bucket is good. Mitchell's got 6.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And the basket by Hill.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates?
Payton against Moutier. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And the Jazz.
The one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
And Hill throws it down.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Wasted no time on that one. Clarkson's got his second bucket.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
They get it back. Robinson to the paint. Here's O'Neal. Pass to Hill. From beyond the arc. Good on the triple. 7 points in the game. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clarkson against Hill. Here's the teardrop. And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
Hill passes to Robinson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
So for the 90s team, Ewing comes in for Shaq. Hardaway is subbed in for Payton.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Now here's Moutier, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Mitchell outside. And Ewing with the block. And they're able to recover. Moutier kicks to Clarkson. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the 90s team. Leading by 5. Robinson passes to Ewing. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
How about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Mitchell looking it over. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the home team heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the 90s team, guys, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
They've got Ewing. Hardaway is out there with Drexler. Then there's Mourning, and it's Hill in at the small forward. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Emmanuel Moutier, Bogdanovich out there with Davis, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard. Clarkson passes to Davis. Back to Clarkson, jacks up a 3, knocks down the 3-ball. Clarkson's got 11 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Hardaway. Takes a 3. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Drexler. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Clarkson against Drexler. And finished off by Drexler.
Just an electricity to what Drexler can do. The leaping ability, the creativity once in air, that's elite level stuff.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Moutier. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And the 90s team making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Michael Jordan. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And the basket is good.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Now, here is O'Neal. At the top of the key, Gobert. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Conley unable to get that one. So the 90s team will take it the other way. The drive by Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
Here's O'Neal. Over in the corner, Conley. Poked away and stolen by Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Gobert. Elijah Wan with the block. And Stockton, here we go. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Stockton's got 6 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Utah calls timeout. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Jazz trail by 19. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you.
If there's an opportunity in transition, Mike Conley will seize it. Well done for the easy one.
Shoots from 12. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And it's Conley with the ball for the Utah Jazz. 15-point game. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. The 90s team on offense. Pass to Olajuwon and stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Here's Jordan, and then slammed in by Jordan.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Jazz trail by 14. Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Tipped away. Stolen by Pippen. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
Now here is Conley. He has 6. So for the 90s team, Robinson's checked in for Olajuwon, and it's Payton in for Michael Jordan. The Jazz also changing it up. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Royce O'Neal. And they pick up 2.
Well, you give Donovan the mid-range jumper, he will make you pay.
Here's Payton. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 16. Conley surveying the D. Another shot. And Davis leaves it in. Davis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And the Jazz making a change here. Boudier is checked in. And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 16. Here's Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, you've got to credit Mitchell for staying aggressive in that situation and getting the defense to foul him.
And so he hits both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Hardaway, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
Davis, the pass to Moutier. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And no good that time. And so it's the home team out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Hardaway is out there with Stockton. And there's Malone. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Pippen in at the 3 slot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. And for the 90s team, John Stockton out there with Hardaway. Then there's Pippen. And there's Malone. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Yeah, you got to love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Jazz trail by 19. Conley finds Mitchell. Back to Conley. Fires from deep. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. Jordan, he's checked in for Hardaway. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Now here is Conley. 9 points in the game so far, but he gets it back. Gobert.
Not sure Rudy Gobert left the floor to finish that dunk, but boy, what power.
The drive by Jordan. Wow, hammering it in.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Jazz trail by 18. Now Conley feeds it to Bogdanovich, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Malone. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And the 90s team making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And a switcher also for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for O'Neal. And Jordan slams it in.
It's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Utah with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Morning's checked in for Olajuwon. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. And it's in there.
I'll tell you, tremendous concentration by Jordan Clarkson. This guy is not going to be deterred.
Here's Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Utah calls timeout. And the 90s team making a change here. Hill's checked in. Jordan against Clarkson. With some arc, and Morning sends it back.
And that's his signature. Morning, a fantastic defender. Phenomenal at using those long arms to reject shots.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. And here is Conley after Grant Hill just hit the 3. Three-pointer, and it's Michael Conley with the 3. Conley's got 12.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Now here's Stockton.